Brusco's BBC Big Boy Conversations. It's a generally accepted notion that having a car puts you at a distinct advantage over non-car owners during the courtship process. In the Philippines, it doesn't matter if you're a college student trying to land your first girlfriend, a young professional on the lookout for a stable relationship, or even a dirty old man on the prowl of your next victim, fling I mean. Having a car gives you a leg up over a rival, even when you have a deficit in the looks department. A car doesn't guarantee that you'll get the girl, of course, but it does give you some instant elbow grease. Whether it's a non-verbal hint of financial freedom, the quality time you share with her in an enclosed space, or the convenience that you bring to her commute home whenever you show up. That's a lot that a carless competitor needs to make up for. Even if he's the better looking, nicer, and smarter guy, you stand a better chance of taking a lady to dinner given the Philippines' punishing heat, torrential rains, and monster traffic jams. To determine which cars give Pinoy men the biggest advantages with respect to dating, we polled 150 ladies with one simple question. If a guy is picking you up for a date, which car would you prefer he bring? The results might surprise you. And take note, we didn't include luxury brands such as BMW, Jaguar, Audi, etc., due to the fact that most of us mortals will never own one of these. Let's start with number 10, the Ford Ranger. The Ford Ranger is the embodiment of the modern pickup truck. Tall, muscular, and powerful, this vehicle gives you that extra macho aura from the moment she sees you approaching. Compared to all the popular locally offered pickups, the Ranger sports the largest frame. It also carries that signature built tough design language from Ford, which defines in its overall build quality. Why do girls like it? Despite its massive frame, the Ranger actually looks aesthetically pleasing. Aside from the typical shades of black, white, and gray, Ford added exciting colors such as Pride Orange and Aurora Blue. These make the Ranger more lively to look at and attractive to women. And while exterior aesthetics are important, it's what's inside that matters more. The Ranger has a modern and comfortable interior where ladies wouldn't mind sitting in for an hour or two. Add to that the fact that your cabin is elevated well above the ground, and you'll give your date a sense of security even when the streets of Metro Manila start to flood. At number 9, we have the Hyundai Accent. The Hyundai Accent has been a mainstay of Philippine roads for about a decade now. With its exciting exterior styling, modern interiors, above-class average cabin room, fuel efficiency, and relative affordability, it's easy to see why it's become a local favorite. Men and women drive it all the time, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a lady who wouldn't be happy to ride one on a date with you. Why do girls like it? While South Korea's Hyundai brand isn't exactly known for Mercedes-Benz levels of luxury, it's hard to find any major fault in it. The Accent may not be drop-dead gorgeous, but it looks good enough. It's by no means a speed demon, but it gives you ample speed when you need it. Its interiors will probably never be described as luxurious, but it's comfortable, and the quality is there. Overall, ladies like the Accent because it does everything well, while allowing the two of you to keep a low profile. Number 8. The Nissan Juke. You have to hand it to Nissan for daring to be different and coming up with the Juke. This recent addition to the Philippine roads is a subcompact crossover vehicle with a head-turning design that's very new to Filipino eyes. Admittedly, the aesthetics are a bit love it or hate it, but many of the women we polled think it's cute, especially in yellow. The Juke grants you the elevated road view of a regular crossover without the unnecessary bulk. This 5-door vehicle seats 5 people comfortably, provided that they're not carrying bulky pieces of luggage. The interiors are up to date, while the engine choices provide ample power whether you'll use it for your daily commute or you plan to do a little off-roading. Why do girls like it? The combination of the innovative exterior styling and the vehicle's compact frame make it look like a fun car to be in for a lot of women. If you're the kind of guy who feels super secure about your sexual orientation, we bet girls will dig it even more if you have the yellow version. At number 7, we have the Mazda 6. In the Philippines, mid-size sedans such as the Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry tend to have the grandpa or lolo car reputation. That's probably due to the executive-themed exterior style touches on these vehicles, along with the fact that their usual buyers are mature, more financially established men. Fortunately, The newly refreshed Mazda 6 breaks this mold by adopting sportier design sensibilities while still retaining an air of elegance. Inside, the Mazda 6 has tons of space, luxurious seats, modern features, and an interior style scheme that can only be described as flowing. True to the Mazda tradition, the Mazda 6 is a joy to drive with lots of power, a firm grip on the road, refined handling, and an automatic transmission that smoothly shifts gears depending on your needs. Oh, and did we mention that a highly efficient diesel engine variant is available? Why do girls like it? Nothing says guapo quite like a new waxed Mazda 6 parking in front of a lady's house or office building to pick her up. The car looks more expensive than it actually is, especially the red version, which is just total eye candy. From the moment you open the door for your date, she'll get the real feel of the solid build quality of this car. When she sits, she'll immediately notice the amount of legroom available. And that's perfect for helping her relax and feel at ease while you converse. Number 6. The Toyota Vios. The Toyota Vios is probably the most common private vehicle in the Philippines. You can say whatever you want about it, but the fact of the matter is that the Vios is one of the best all-around budget-friendly vehicles out there. This subcompact sedan is true to Toyota's tradition of reliability, fuel efficiency, functionality, and eye-pleasing aesthetics. What's more, it has excellent resale value when the time comes for you to sell and upgrade. Why do girls like it? Well, sexy may not be the first word that comes to mind when men think of the Vios, but it's quite different with women. When a Filipina is interested in a guy, she has the tendency to appreciate whatever he can share with her as long as the gesture is sincere. You may think there's nothing special with your Vios, but she probably sees it as a testament of your hard work and willingness to share whatever you have with her. Besides, a lot of women prefer to keep things simple and straightforward when it comes to dating. Being in an unassuming vehicle like the Vios spares you from prying eyes, granting you greater privacy and more chances to produce magic moments that only the two of you will share. At number 5, we have the Honda Accord. When it comes to cars, few brands are as respected as Honda. The Accord is the company's mid-size sedan offering, and it was recently redesigned from the ground up. Ever since its introduction in the Philippines, this vehicle line has always been about having the latest technology, lofty safety features, top-level performance, and extreme comfort. The new Accord honors that tradition and zooms in at the 5th spot on our list. Why do girls like it? Most women prefer a touch of luxury if they can have it, and the Accord delivers that in spades. Its elegance, space, and impressive technology features all come together in a dazzling package that you'll have to experience to truly appreciate. If you have the coin for it, bring an Accord to a date and check out your lady friend's facial expression when she sits on it for the first time. At number 4, we have the ever-famous Toyota Land Cruiser. Easily the most expensive vehicle on this list, the Toyota Land Cruiser is the greatest definition of the term sports utility vehicle. Excellent on the paved road as well as on the dirt, this rugged yet classy vehicle has tons of space, luxurious seats, advanced technology, and a powerful engine to boot. The riding comfort on these things is unparalleled. Durability guarantees that very few mishaps on the road can stop it from working. Land Cruisers are known to cross 5-floor deep rivers, continue working even in frigid regions, and go to war. Literally. I mean, you don't believe us? Just check out what vehicles ISIS use in Iraq and Syria. Their favorites by far are Toyota's Land Cruiser and Hilux. As a testament to their durability, Land Cruisers have been known to continue running even after they take damage from bullets, shrapnel, and even explosives. Why do girls like it? Well, in the Philippine setting, owning a Land Cruiser is an unmistakable display of affluence. Typically, only rich businessmen and politicians can afford vehicles in the large SUV class. If your date isn't aware that you have one of these, you can only imagine her reaction when you emerge from your vehicle and ask her to hop in. Third to the top is the Ford Mustang. As you can see, the iconic Mustang was built by Ford for speed, style, and customization at the hands of passionate car enthusiasts. We've always known that it's the ultimate automotive toy for men who want a little taste of the Wild West on local thoroughfares. What we didn't know was that Filipino women would love to go on a date aboard one. if they can find a man who would. Why do girls like it? Well, with one glance, it's easy to understand why women would be so excited to be driven around town by their date aboard a Mustang. It's a head-turning thing on the streets. It radiates badassery from the driver, and at the very least, very few women can say they go to dates aboard one. They may not all admit it, but at some point in their lives, every girl has thought about dating a bad boy with a good heart and a hot car. The Mustang embodies that spirit of danger and mystery that every woman finds sexy, placing it at its high perch on our list. At second place, we have the Honda CR-V. Redesigned from the ground up and now running on a diesel engine paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. The latest Honda CR-V is an exceptional vehicle. Aesthetically, this may be the best balance between sportiness and elegance that we've seen in a crossover to date. Performance-wise, the engine delivers power in spades even when you max out the seating capacity of 7. The efficiency on this model is also class-leading, putting it on top of every prospective SUV buyer's list of cars to consider. Why do girls like it? Today's Filipina loves crossover SUVs for a good reason. These vehicles allow them to stay in style while retaining much of the utility features that a larger SUV packs. At this moment in time, the CR-V is arguably the very best that its class has to offer, with bold new design, killer technology, and Honda's pedigree of excellence and reliability. For that reason, you can expect to have extended conversations with your date, as she'll likely ask a lot about your vehicle. At the top of our list is a car that came as a surprise in 2016, but is no longer a surprise for being the most impressive to date. The Honda Civic has undoubtedly been the most prolific sedan on Philippine streets for about a quarter of a century now. In the early 90s, it ushered the end of the box-type era of cars and set the trend for rounder, more sculpted body designs. Technologically, it paved the way for all-power vehicles to become the norm rather than the exception for Filipino motorists. Probably the most important aspect of the Civic's reign is its longevity and sustainability. While rivals such as the Toyota Corolla Altis and the Hyundai Elantra have had their times in the spotlight, it's the Civic that's been the most consistent atop the ladder. It's still the standard by which all other cars in the class are measured, and even in a day and age when family sedans are losing much of their market to crossover SUVs, the latest Civic proves that the segment is viable if you have something worthwhile to offer Pinoy consumers. Speaking of the latest model, 10th generation Civic is a showcase of Japanese automotive excellence. The sporty exterior is highlighted by its brand new taillights, the body design flows with a swooping feel, while the front carries the familiar Honda smiling grille. Inside the car, there's plenty of space, modern features, premium leather seats on the higher trims, and climate control to keep the temperature just right no matter the weather. Of course, this wouldn't be a Honda description if we didn't mention the driving dynamics. These cars come either with a 2-liter CVT or a turbocharged 1.5-liter engine, and both pack serious punches, complementing the excellent handling that we've all come to expect from Honda cars. Why do girls like it? In a way, the Honda Civic represents everything that most Filipino women want in a guy. Good-looking, reliable, and has a fun side without trying hard to showboat. It's attractive but doesn't draw unwanted attention. It's not huge, but it has enough space. And lastly, it communicates that a guy can provide without alienating you by being too high-end. Overall, it was clear to us why PINAYS think the Honda Civic is the sexiest car a guy can bring on a date. And that's our list of the top 10 cars that Filipino women prefer to ride on a date. Did our survey leave out anything? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned to Bruce Co's videos and Big Boy Conversation by hitting the subscribe button below, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay cool, bros.